Welcome back to part 29 of Pokemon Y, where we've been summoned to the gym, but before that, we've got to give this old boy an Azurill, because, you know, he's quite lonely, his wife's no longer around, and so he just wants a Pokemon to raise up.
I was actually thinking to myself, is it X and Y or Omega Ruby that has this guy in it?
It's this guy.
This one. Because I remember seeing this frequently at one point because it made a lot of people sad.
But yeah, we've done that. Now we've got to get our regular team back so I can actually go take on the gym and stand a chance rather than have a spot missing.
It's like we kind of forgot talking about the evil teams of because like comparing them to Team Flare and sort of bashing them.
Yeah, what we might want to do, we do have parts upcoming where we're going to be seeing a lot of Team Flare. And Lord knows I don't have any commentary left for like about an hour's worth of fighting Team Flare grunts, so that will do for now. But between parts, we were talking about Pokemon that hatch from their eggs and their sizes after Stephen brought up an Onyx egg in the last part. So, pre-evolution of Onyx, what do you think it would actually look like?
Not really sure, honestly. Just like a bunch of pebbles strung together.
Like them fucking friendship bracelet kind of things that kids make, like that, but with an Onyx head on the end.
Just dragging its head across the floor.
God, that would be so awkward. What I would like to see, and this is possibly one of the most cursed ideas that you could possibly have, but an Onyx with legs and feet. Walking along before it learns to like develops its motor skills in the rocks.
Saw a brilliant cosplay the other day of someone as a Geodude.
Okay.
And because Geodudes are not meant to have legs, what they did was, for their legs, they basically wrapped their legs in what can only be described as when you've got a PNG.
Oh, that wasn't a cosplay, that was a little statue thing.
Was it?
Yeah, that had been built. I saw that. That was fucking great. They, somewhere in, I think it's in Japan, had adopted Geodude as their mascot, and they wanted to have a little statue of Geodude out the front of their building. So to hold it up, they've got the PNG legs, which is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, because it's like when you go on Photoshop and you take away all of the layers, it's like when it's a blank screen, instead of it being like white or anything, it doesn't show any colour, it's just this repeated grid of white and grey squares. Yeah. So for the legs, they've got that pattern, so it's like the legs don't exist, it's just Geodude.
Yeah, you can't see it. Like, there must have been more graceful ways of doing that, even if it's just like one post or something.
Yeah, here's a question. Does Weezing have one set of legs or two?
Good point.
It's like, does the main head have a set of legs that carries them around, and the little head has a little set of legs that just sort of dangle?
God, see, like, I know it's never ever gonna happen, but I want a Weezing evolution called Choking that just has a cigarette hanging out his mouth.
Suit it.
It would be perfect for that.
Mega Weezing is just asphyxiated.
No, like, it's got a fucking, like, you know, it's tied up to a machine to regulate his breathing.
Just pull the plug.
Oh god, that's dark.
But I need to beat the champions. And he's my last Pokemon.
Oh god.
Okay, look. If you take off the mask, its ability Aftermath will activate. You'll be able to take out the enemy.
It's fine, just get one last explosion in. Oh, Jesus Christ. But like, that would be one of the Pokemon that if it got a third evolution, it would just be 3 heads, because you know how they work with these kind of designs, don't they?
It's just a big coffin.
I want to say, out of all the Pokemon that get extra heads when they evolve, there's one Pokemon that I wish did that, and didn't, even for its Mega Evolution, and it's such a missed opportunity. I want a Cerberus Houndoom.
I saw that coming.
That would be so fucking cool.
It's like as cool as it'd be. It's like it'd kind of be weird if that happened for its Mega Evolution, because it's like, oh god, I've got new heads all of a sudden, and then it Mega Evolves. Where did they go? Why did they just suddenly keep appearing?
They get killed off. Like, we're back again. Oh no, we're gonna.
Well, certain interpretations of Cerberus are more like the heads are symbolic for its different emotions and that. Like, not all of them, some of them are physical heads, but like that could be an explanation for that, of like it's unleashing its emotions or it's unleashing its rage or whatever.
I guess, but it feels a bit odd to me.
Or just give us a proper evolution for Houndoom where it's like a Cerberus.
Or just make a Cerberus Pokemon. I mean, yeah, granted it won't be Houndoom, but at least you have it.
But Houndoom would look so cool with it.
I know, but...
See, if they were going to do that, it would kind of have to have the Hellhound look for it to be fitting. Although saying that, what we did back in the Canthit is we had this Pokemon that was kind of like the reverse way. It was like going off the idea of like the three heads were representing it being like fragmented. And like what we kind of had was... basic form was the three-headed dog, like that was Fragras, and then as it evolved, it would become more concentrated, and so then go to
heads,
going into an Ulthrus kind of Pokemon, and then into like a big fucking huge dog. Which I did like that design. It's one of my favourites from Acanthia, I will say. I like dogs. I like dog Pokemon, and you know, if they're gonna do that, we've also got like Arcanine, which is really cool. That's a different kind of doggo. And then we got Entei.
Well, that's kind of debatable with Entei. I mean,
it's a dog.
Yeah, but you've got Suicune and Raikou that aren't dogs.
Well, okay, they're not a trio. Then they're a dog and they're two friends.
I would view Entei. I've always viewed Entei more of a lion, personally.
I guess I can kind of see it because of the mane, but you know, it's a dog.
Plus shorter face, so.
Maybe, although like dogs can go any way without.
I know, but more. It's like cats. You never see it. You never see a cat with a long face, do you?
Or if he's pissed off, he might.
You're an idiot.
But then, like, cats has a fair bit of variety, and like, it does kind of disappoint me that one of my favourite breeds of cat, when they adapted it, it ended up being the Alolan version, which looks derpy as fuck. Because like British blue cats, they are really cool looking cats, but they just fucked it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are now in the Psychic Gym, and the gimmick here, thankfully they're not using the Sabrina thing that they used in the last gym. Now instead we just got this fucking Rainbow Road shit going on.
Yeah. It's weird that one of the constellations in the background happens to be a Pikachu.
He's the fucking mascot of the series, so they're gonna use him, even if he's not a Psychic type. He doesn't have the opportunity to become a Psychic type until the next generation, unfortunately. I think the next time I play through Gen 7 I might try out using Alolan Raichu, just because like, it's not the best design compared to like Kanto Raichu, but I still like, I can see it being useful as a Psychic type.
It's fine. It's like the Alolan Raichu that I got, it's like Alolan Raichu is good, but my one was crap. Unfortunately, its stats were like bottom of the barrel, but its regular attack was its best stat.
Oh, that's fucking useful for electric type Pokemon.
It's like because when you get to the end of the game, when you get to Battle Tree, I think it is, there's a guy there that can update your PC to show you the IVs. And I was like, right, let's see what my Raichu is. Oh my god, this is awful! It's like no wonder this thing kept being outrun by everything, despite the fact that its speed stat is 110. I got the worst. I got the bottom end of the scale.
That's the point where you kind of have to, you know, just admit to its face, like, I'm replacing you with a better Raichu.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find another Pichu, evolve that.
So what is the evolution method to get into Alolan Raichu?
Oh god, I can't remember.
Because like standard Raichu is a Thunderstone, but like is it an item thing or is it just like friendship or some shit like that?
I think it's friendship, but again, it's been forever since I tried it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that it's like Sand Slash evolves via level, I think, but then Alolan Sand Slash is via an Ice Stone.
Yeah, like again, Sandslash. I like the design of Alolan Sandslash a lot, but again, double weak to fire.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And the fact that ground type Sandslash is really fucking cool as well. So, you know, if I'm gonna pick one, I'm gonna go for the Kanto one.
Fair enough, I could go either way. I do find regular and Alolan Sandshrew equally cute though.
That's fair, yeah.
It's like, I do really like the sort of chunky igloo aesthetic for Sandshrew.
I don't like that the version exclusive you have to pick either Sandshrew or Vulpix.
Yeah,
they're both fucking adorable, you know?
Yeah, it's like Sandslash, it's got metal claws, and then you get Ninetales that looks incredibly regal.
Like, I will say the decision between the two versions is easier for me for Ninetales in that I just really like Kanto Ninetales.
Yeah.
It seems like they're both very graceful looking Pokemon, but I feel like the whole mythology of like the, you know, the fire tails and all that, it just seals it a lot more for me. Although saying that is a very high standard and the ice type Ninetales is still really cool looking.
It's like really out of all of the Alolan forms, I think Alolan Ninetales is the perfect transition.
That's fair, yeah. It's like a direct adaptation based on environment.
It's like you look at it, you recognise it, but it's like it feels like it stands well on its own.
It's kind of different enough, isn't it?
It's got enough differences with enough similarities.
Now, the one thing that I'm really hoping for Sword and Shield is I hope we get more of these variant Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because, again, which is kind of a common thing with these trends, just like with Mega Evolution, it's a really cool idea, but they didn't really go full in with it. And I'm hoping we get some that aren't just more Kanto Pokemon redesigned.
It's like what? So one that's just occurred to me is like, what if we got a Galarian version of, say, Lillipup?
Yeah, like, that could be the Queen's Cougar.
Yeah.
Like, that could work well. And I'm trying to think, like, in terms of the more, like, traditional ones, like, I feel like the Ice/Slash line fits as it is, but,
yeah,
you know, maybe, I don't know, like, we could have some fucking full-on chav like Scrafties.
Yeah.
Because, like, if they're adapting England, there's got to be, like, a shithole town, isn't there? That's, like, full of chavs.
A Gala version of Golurk.
Yeah, actually, yeah, if you give it, like, a Sword and Shield.
But, well, I don't know about giving it a Sword and Shield, but more or less changing its, like, appearance to match more, like, European armour and that, so...
What's the jousting Pokemon?
Oh, Escavalier.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be in it, isn't it?
Oh, fair enough.
Maybe not a different form, but
yeah,
we probably should stick that in there, isn't it?
See, like, I will say, as soon as like I came up with the idea that there should be Galarian Pokemon, like, my mind, in its unoriginal lazy form, has basically pictured every Pokemon in the Pokédex, but with a Sword and Shield. And granted, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like, no, if you're gonna do like a Pokemon Warriors game, that's how you do it, isn't it?
It's Mega Rayquaza with a knife.
No, like, if
it's got a hold item.
No. If you're giving the Pokemon knives, then there's got to be these bins on every street corner now that they want you to just put your knives into. And wasn't that a fucking genius idea? Given that shortly after they started putting them out, one of them got broke into and a bunch of criminals nicked all the knives out. Does that not defeat the fucking purpose of like getting people to hand in their knives?
Oh no, it's Mega Rayquaza. Oh no, it's got a gun!
Yeah, because that makes fucking Mega Rayquaza so much more intimidating.
It's Mega Evolved and it's holding me up with a revolver.
It has no ammo, but it can launch that gun at you really fucking hard.
Yeah, it could use Dragon Ascent if it wanted to, but no, it's holding me up at a cash register.
To be fair, if you were like the banker or the shopkeeper or whoever that's getting held up with that, you would be grateful that it's just pointing a gun at your face.
Yeah, it's like, this thing could use Dragon Dance to intimidate me if it wanted to. It could use Earthquake. It could call down meteors. But no, it's just pointing a gun at me. All of its moves have run out of PP, that's why.
Look, lady, you're going to put the bar of chocolate in the cart. You're not going to scan it, okay? You got me?
Hey man, you got any elixirs? you got any elixirs? I've run out of moves, man. Just go to a Pokémon Center.
Look, okay. I just want to buy some cigarettes, but I forgot my driver's license. Just hand them over.
Groundhog? No, you don't have a driver's license.
Where are we even going?
Kyogre's just off in the just watching this madness unfurl, just like, what happened to those two?
I can't see. The rain's fogging everything up.
Why did I turn primal? This is just making things worse.
No, Kyogre's out the side waiting in the car for me to get back.
I'll try. Oh, for goodness. I'm now imagining Kyogre in the front seat with one of its flippers just out the window. Like, yep, this is life now.
I mean, it can't accelerate because it ain't got feet.
We created the land, sea, and sky. This is our lives now. Rayquaza gets hold of a gun, and this is what happens.
Yeah, we may be in charge of all the elements. We control the sky, the sun, the moon, the sea, the whatever the fuck, and now, most importantly, the Range Rover.
Oh, what has happened?
It's a fucking gym battle part. What do you want from me?
Why did I even... It's like the whole sword and shield bit I immediately thought, what if Mega Rayquaza had a gun?
No, it's fine, it's not even a real gun, but... No, it's
just holding up it's holding up a Rhyperior.
No, it's fine. It's a prop gun, but he's still gonna get arrested because it weren't orange enough. Do you remember when we got done for that? When we were helping out our mate Harvey with his film project, and we got stopped by the police because our gun prop looked too much like a real gun. That is one of the fucking funniest things I remember.
Ages ago.
Yeah, that was forever ago now, wasn't it? Yeah. Fuck, man, like, shit. Yeah, we have won the Psychic Gym. We got not much use from that Dusclops because it was a lot more fragile than I remembered it being, but hey.
It's like nothing's been really mentioned about this town. I can't remember its name, but I know it's...
Sanister.
Yeah, it's got significance to Mega Evolution.
Although, I believe we're going to be getting a bit of a turn in the plot here.
Oh, look, it's Innocent Guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you been missold PPI in the last few years?
God's sake.
So yeah, this is where we get our plot twist. Lysander's evil.
Yeah, he's gonna bring out a big gun from the ground.
Oh, it's not just a big gun, it's a fucking WMD, but we'll see that very soon, actually.
What was Lysander saying?
It's probably best we don't think about it. He's basically just gone full-fashion Nazi.
He's talking about genocide!
Yeah.
I just really don't understand Team Flare. It's like, again, I've already mentioned this, but their aesthetic doesn't match what their goal is.
No, well, it's. I feel like that's trying to do a like red herring kind of thing of like they're the ridiculous, goofy, obsessed with fashion kind of characters, and then you find that actually they're trying to destroy everyone who's not part of their group.
But it doesn't work.
No, I don't. But still,
It's like it would have made more sense if they were like Men in Black or something. They're being ruled over by this really rich guy, so.
well, whatever works. But yeah, in the next part, we will be finally going to the climax of the Team Flare arc. So we'll see you then.